PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Hello, this is James Spann. You've clicked onto our Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, the 4th day of December. And cold is the word this morning. Many spots are down in the low and mid-20s, one of the coldest mornings so far this season. But we should warm up nicely today. Let's go to some Skycam shots early this morning. And gotta love those Christmas lights. There's a look at downtown Clanton down in Chilton County. And I will be down there Friday night for the annual Clanton Christmas Parade. I'll be the Grand Marshal. That'll be a lot of fun. Looks like a great night for a parade. There's a look at the Christmas lights there in downtown Jasper coming from the Skycam on top of the King Building. Those lights over on the Courthouse Square. And in Tuscaloosa, traffic is light at 5 o'clock this morning on the Hugh Thomas Bridge, connecting downtown Tuscaloosa and downtown Northport, but don't worry, that traffic will be picking up a little later. This morning, got that trough sweeping through the northeast United States where they are snow-covered up in New England. And around here, not much happening. A northwest flow aloft. Should be a dry day today. Again, we'll start off in the 20s this morning, wind up in the upper 50s later today. And there's a look at your cold air over the east. 20s deep down into Alabama, freezing temperatures almost all the way down to Florida. Interesting to note out there in the on the lee of the Rockies, that nice warm-up out there, the Chinook winds, 50s in Montana, but again, you go off to the east and you've got the very cold air over the eastern part of the Dakotas and Minnesota and the Great Lakes. But this will be the coldest night. We'll warm up gradually over the rest of this week. And unfortunately, rain looks slim for the next 5 days and probably beyond that as a ridge begins to build across the southeastern states. And you can pretty much see where that ridge is going to be. It's going to be over Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, places that really need the rain. The better chance of significant precipitation will be out west. There's a trough develops out there, big trough in the west, a big ridge over the southeast. That's going to be the story for a while. Now today we've got that northwesterly flow aloft. So again, a dry day, mostly sunny with highs in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, a clipper comes through north of here. That's going to produce some snow over places like Columbus, Ohio, and Charleston, West Virginia. But around here, just a few scattered clouds, and that will reinforce the dry air on Thursday. Thursday should be a sunny day. Highs might be a degree or two cooler, but no major difference. There's a look at Friday. Now, the winds kick in out of the south, and you note a little moisture tries to return, but there's just not a trigger for rain. So we're not going to mention it for now. We'll just call it partly sunny. There's Saturday starting off the weekend, and that's going to be the theme right there for a while. Big trough in the west, a ridge over the southeast, and that's not good for a state that really needs rain here. At the surface, again, there's going to be some higher dew points there, and you see a little green showing up, but I'm not convinced enough of any decent chance of rain to mention that right now. I guess you could throw out a small chance of a shower, but why do that and tease anybody? And there's your big storm out west. Look at the rain again for Arizona. And a big snowstorm out there for parts of the Wasatch Front in the Rockies. Sunday, that feature lifts on out to the northeast. And again, we pretty much stay dry. Just a little moisture, but not much. And then Monday of next week, the mean trough stays in the southwest. The ridge stays over the Gulf. Look at that 588 circle right over the Gulf of Mexico. Almost looks like summer. And at the surface, still looks dry on Monday. The ridge will keep us dry. Tuesday, the ridge goes nowhere. Wednesday, the ridge holds. And we'll go to Thursday of next week, and the ridge is still holding. And how about December the 14th? Well, it's just amazing how the systems are ejecting out of that southwestern trough and passing north of here. Really, the next decent shot at it comes on the 16th on this run. There's that nice trough coming through here in negative tilt. Now, if that's right, that'll be a good rain event followed by a big change to colder weather. In fact, you can see some hint of the rain changing to snow down into North Alabama with that on the 16th. And, you know, there's a lot of cold air available up north. J.B. Elliott's got his rule when you see a big 1,050 millibar high up there and minus 50s. At some point, it's going to get cold down here, and there's some hint of that. And then on the 19th, there comes a nice-looking trough off to the west. The Gulf is wide open at that point. But you know the old saying, you just don't forecast a lot of rain in the middle of a drought, and I think that's the safe thing to do at this point, at least in the short term. That's it for the Morning Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 this afternoon. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.